It's November 2024, 26th of November 2024, and I am standing right by my road where I live, Canal Road, and this is the traffic, and that is where I live, and I'm just crossing the street. I'm approaching where I live, and as you can see, I will show it to you. Somebody has recently thrown a rock at my window, and this is the results. That is the broken window that I have. It's a double layered window, so the first layer has broken, as you can see, but the second layer of glass has not broken. So as you can see, somebody's standing when the light turns red here. Somebody can stand at their car. The distance is about maybe 40 feet, 50 feet from the light, from where they stand to where my window is. So 50 feet distance, that's something like 30 meters, 20-30 meters, and they have thrown a rock and have broken my glass. I looked on the ground to find the rock, I couldn't, and this is the result of, I would say this is the result of FBI informing the local police about me and my videos, which I don't think they're very controversial. But if you're FBI and you want everybody to shut up and submit to Fox News and MSNBC, then, you know, anything I or anybody like me says is a problem. They have to shut up. So FBI tells the local police tells the local postman, and the local postman tells my neighbors, and, you know, the cousin of a guy who works in the scrapyard near me just, you know, happens to hear and not like what he hears from me on my videos on YouTube, and the next time he comes by my house, driving by my house, he throws a rock to get even with me, I guess. So this is how it's freedom of speech, my ass. Freedom of speech. If what you have to say, if they don't like it, they will shut you up either by intimidation, voila, or assassination. Either way, if they want to shut you up, they start by intimidation. And they don't have to do it themselves. They just inform the police, and the police informs the postman, and the postman informs the neighbor, and the neighbors, some of them get offended with what you have to say, and the neighbors try to intimidate you. Or maybe not neighbors, somebody from the other neighborhood. You know, the guy who's working in a scrapyard, he has a cousin who's not even a neighbor, is from somewhere else, but he hears of me, my videos through the grapevine, and maybe he doesn't like one of them or two of them, and he feels he can express himself in this way. And FBI gets what they want, intimidate me to shut up, and their hands are actually clean because they just, dissipated the information of who I am, where I am. That's all they did. They didn't actually throw the rock themselves. They just told people around me where I am, who I am, what is my opinion, and they hoped that somebody will get offended by my opinion and throws a rock at me, and next time might be a bullet. Throw a bullet my way. That's the paradigm we live in, and the whole bullshit about freedom and freedom of speech and freedom of this and freedom of that is nonsense. I personally have never told any of my neighbors about my YouTube channel, about my opinions, about any of that. I didn't tell any of my neighbors or my postman or anybody else in my vicinity. And as I go by, and num the plum, nobody can really, from my neighbors or my associates in the real world, nobody can really associate me with that channel unless it's FBI. FBI knows about my channel, so FBI tells other people about my channel. And eventually some neighbor, some cousin of a neighbor or cousin of a guy who, is employed near my house gets offended and picks up a piece of rock and throws it my way. And FBI gets what they want, silencing whoever doesn't, follow the script. And that's it, without actually getting their own hand dirty. It's sort of like I try to seek asylum from my country in the Middle East, in America. Now I have to seek asylum somewhere else, seek asylum from America in somewhere else. Because apparently I can't speak my mind even in America. Congratulations, Uncle Sam. So much for your freedom of thought and freedom of speech and human rights. So a day after Wells Fargo closes my account, one of the natives throws a rock and breaks my window. You see where I'm going with this? Literally on the same week that Wells Fargo closes my bank account because apparently they don't like what I have to say, FBI doesn't like what I have to say, so they shut my bank account. Wells Fargo actually sent me a check. They gave me up to 25th of March of 2025 to close my account myself. And I thought I had time, but now in November of 2024 is not finished yet, and they already closed my account and sent a check to me with the remaining of my money in that account. So they literally didn't stick with their own ultimatum. Wells Fargo said they're going to close my account in March of 2025, and they closed it in November of 2024. On the same week that somebody who didn't like what I have to say threw a rock into my window. I guess, as I said, I have to seek refuge from Uncle Sam's land into somebody else's land, because, you know, apparently nobody likes to hear everybody's opinion. They all want to hear a select number of people's or organizations' opinion. Not everybody's opinion is welcome. Not all organizations' opinions are welcome. Just the ones that the state approve of. So much for, you know, freedom. So much for freedom. You got no bank account, and now you have no window either. Congratulations, Uncle Sam. I have a feeling the founding fathers of Uncle Sam land are furious at this point. Furious.